turn this thing on here. Okay, hi. So I wanted to update you guys on something. Now, as a lot of you may know, that I got the DJI Spark to review for this channel, but there was something that happened on day one of me getting it. On Friday, I took it out for its first test flight, kind of messed around with it, used the phone in order to try to fly it around just to kind of see what it can do. Second time, took it back, charged it up again, took it out and wanted to do the hand gesture launches, do the hand gesture movements, all that kind of stuff. So both of the tests were very successful. I absolutely loved it. It's been wonderful. However, I got a little greedy. I wanted to get, within where I live, there's like a little lake kind of area. So I thought that it would be really cool to kind of like get real close and go down, kind of have this really cool like shot like going across water. On the first test, I actually did that. I wasn't too far away from the water, maybe like 4 feet or so. So I mean, it was pretty close, but you could see like the propellers were actually like causing like ripples on the water. It was actually that close. So on the second time around, I decided to take it over with the cell phone as well to kind of control it around again to get another one of those shots. Took it over the water, and for some reason, which I'm pretty sure I understand why, it went down when it was over the water. It went down and in the water. Day one, in the water, gone. Immediately, I jumped in there like a walrus because I'm huge, and belly flopped in there in the worst way, trying to get it out, and almost lost my wedding ring in the process and all kinds of stuff. So splashing around again like a walrus, just unable to find this thing. It just sunk really quickly, and I wasn't able to find it. So I run back into the house, grab my wife and say, hey, I need to get a flashlight, please come down and help me, see if you can help me try to figure this out. So we run back down to the lake, and I jump back in and splashing around trying to find this thing with this little tiny little flashlight that I have. It's the only waterproof one I have. It's like this big. It had like no lumens to it whatsoever. It was just completely hopeless. I had no snorkel gear. This lake is murky, and I'm sure that I had all kinds of just bacteria all on my face and my eyes and all kinds of, it was just a terrible idea. So I'm splashing around in there, didn't find it. Surface up a couple times, and my wife is freaking out because there's now snakes that are roaming around in the lake. So needless to say, I got out. She basically threatened me with a divorce if I went back in there because she doesn't like snakes. So she didn't want me to get bit, understandably. It was a smart decision, and it was good that I listened to her because she was correct. But I didn't want to give up, because when you get one of these drones, the smart thing to do is to get insurance, which I did immediately. It covers a lot of different things. It covers user error, which, like thinking back on it, it probably was user error. I'm willing to bet. It wasn't that far away from the ground, because what happens is that if it's within a foot from the ground, it'll automatically land. It's just a safety precaution, just so it doesn't like get too close to the ground and then hit something and then kind of go tumbling. So if it gets too close to anything, it pretty much just lands on the ground. So it felt like it got too close to the water, landed in the water. I looked down on my phone, it said initiating landing sequence in the water, and that's what happened when it went for a swim. So the problem is, with the insurance, is that you can't just get another one if you don't send the old one back. So if it's lost, it's lost. So you're out. You know, these cost like $500, so you're out that money. So I couldn't get another one because I couldn't retrieve it. So it was this big problem and this big issue, and I was really honestly more upset about not being able to give the review to my viewers. That was what was upsetting me more than anything else. So because I promised you guys, and I know you guys have been looking forward to it, I've gotten a lot of messages about it, and I really want to be able to deliver this. So next day, and because it rains here in Central Florida every single day, the water just gets murkier and murkier because the sediment just doesn't settle. So I ended up going and getting like a pool sweeper. I thought that would be a good idea, kind of like one with the net and then one with like the scraper. So I'm like trying to go out there and just pull it out, push it out there as far as I possibly can, and just scrape back in, and maybe I would pick up the drone. Maybe. I knew the general area that it was. It wasn't a huge lake, but it was a large enough area to where you could easily miss it. And trying to scrape it in to no avail. Absolutely failure. Did that for 2 days. Another day went by. I didn't do it because it was raining all day, so I couldn't go back out there. And then today, I got the brilliant idea, might I add. It's decided to do this. I got one of these magnets, one of these like really large heavy-duty magnets, tied a rope to it, and just went fishing. I would sling it out there, grab it, and try to like pull it back and just see if it would attach to it. After about doing that for about an hour, I got this. So you can see like kind of how dirty this thing is. This is my little buddy. Poor little guy. So I ended up retrieving it. So what's going to happen? I have other reviews that are lined up. I have this great review coming out this week from this really great company. I don't want to spoil what it is, but it's going classy. I want to make this review really nice and very sophisticated because I think that the product deserves that type of message. It's that type of product. So I just got off the phone with DJI before I decided to make this, and just to give you guys a little bit of an update, they said that it normally takes about 2 to 3 weeks for them to send one back to you. So I'll get another drone. Not going to put it over water, but I will review it in about 2 to 3 weeks. I know there's other reviews that have come out, but I want you guys to see mine because I think I'm going to have a unique perspective on these drones, and I want to communicate that to you, and I want to let you guys know what I think of whether this is worth buying or not, and just the features and all the different kind of things that it can do. So that's the update. I didn't want to really share this initially until I kind of decided that I was going to give up on finding the drone, or if I found it, and just to kind of figure out all the logistics of what's going to happen. Do I need to get another one? Do I need to spend the money on that? Do I need to just give it up and just chalk it up as a loss? I didn't want to share that until I hammered everything down. I nailed it all down. So finally, got the drone. It's good. I'm going to send this thing back today. So hopefully they'll send it back sooner than 2 weeks. I did kind of let them know that I'm a YouTuber, a tech reviewer, that I've been promising my viewers a full and comprehensive review of the product, and I would really appreciate it if they would be able to send me one back in an expedited manner. So they were very nice. The support, while they were very generic in a lot of their responses, they were very, very nice. So that is one thing that you can know now, that DJI support has been very gracious, and they've been very kind in helping me through this. So DJI Spark review is coming soon, I promise. I'm so sorry that it's not coming this week, but it will come in a couple of weeks because I'm an idiot. So sorry about that. But that's why you buy insurance for your toys, kids. Okay? I'll see you guys on Friday, and then I'll see you with the Spark review in a couple of weeks. Thanks.